Hi everyone and welcome to this week's video. Last month we had a webinar where we invited sleep specialist Dr. Gottschalk to talk about bad sleeping habits and how we can sleep better. Today we'll be talking about some of those important tips and more to develop your own mindful bedtime routine. So let's get started.
Reading is a great way to reduce stress levels and feel calm before heading off to bed. Remember to distance yourself from any distractions to really engage with the book and connect with the story. If you aren't sure of what to read, that's okay too. Some book recommendations we have are When Breath Becomes Air by Paul Kalanithi and A Man Called Uwe by Frederick Backman. These heartwarming books describe the bonds of love and friendship that touch all of our lives and would be perfect to read in the evening. Immersing yourself into the book and its storyline can help separate you from the stress and worries that take up space in your mind. Listening to music is another great way to de-stress and relax before going to bed. Music can have a large impact on your emotions and your body. Calming music will help you prepare for bed by relaxing the mind. Music including stringed instruments or flutes is particularly helpful in soothing the mind. Nature sounds such as the sound of rain or thunder can also help add to this calmness when mixed with other music such as light jazz or classical music. There are apps like Calm or YouTube that you can use without any charge to find music that works for you and helps you feel serene. When listening, try closing your eyes briefly and take deep breaths.
In the Sleeping Better webinar, we also touched on the acronym MOOD, which can be used as a checklist to help you get ready for sleep. M stands for minimizing distractions. This can be done by putting down your devices after the day is over. Studies have shown that blue light emitting devices such as cell phones, TVs, and laptops can suppress melatonin levels and disorient your circadian rhythm, making it harder to fall asleep. Thus, to get better quality sleep, avoid looking at blue light sources an hour before bed. The first O stands for optimizing your environment. How comfortable your room is will greatly affect your sleep. One of the most important factors that affect how comfortable you are is temperature. Research has found that the best temperature for sleep is between 16 to 19 degrees Celsius. To optimize sleep, lower your thermostat to these temperatures or open your windows an hour before bed. The second O stands for omitting stress. It is hard to relax if your mind is occupied with stressful thoughts or if your body is tense. To help relieve stress, try doing yoga, reading, listening to music, or taking a bath. Lastly, D stands for darkening your room. A dark room reinforces your circadian rhythm and makes sleeping easier. Try to unplug anything in your room that emits lights. Blackout curtains are also extremely helpful if your windows let in light from the street lamps. If it is impossible to completely darken your room, try sleeping with a sleep mask.
An important part of developing a mindful bedtime routine is learning what works and doesn't work for you in your sleep. A sleep diary or a sleep journal is a record of your important sleep-related information and can help you figure out how much sleep you're getting, how long it's taking you to fall asleep, and what your current bedtime routine actually looks like. The first method of starting a sleep journal uses a chart and can be done with pen and paper, as I'm doing here, on Microsoft Excel, or anywhere else that you may want. I'm starting off by adding in the important sections, which are: did you nap today? Did you have caffeine today? Did you have alcohol today? Did you have nicotine? Did you exercise today? Did you have any food after 6 p.m.? Did you take any medication? Are you feeling sleepy right now? You may notice that I titled this chart Day, and that's because this one is asking about your day, but you should actually fill it out at night, in the evening, or before bed. Although I only added 5 days, it's good to keep a sleep journal for at least a week to get a good idea of your current habits and experience. Now we can fill it out. I'm inputting how my day went and adding detail where it's possible. For example, I had a nap today. It was 2 hours long and lasted from 2 to 4 p.m. I had 1 cup of coffee this morning, and so on, until all of the rows are filled. You should also have another chart for you to fill out in the morning describing how your night went. Here you would note down things such as what time the lights went off, when you fell asleep, how many hours of sleep you think you had, whether you woke up at night, the quality of your sleep, and disruptions that may have impacted your sleep. Identifying and removing distractions around bedtime can help you fall asleep and stay asleep by reducing anxieties, disruptions, or anything else that may be getting in the way of a peaceful bedtime. After you've filled out a number of entries, you can go through and see what habits you may want to change or things that you think may be impacting your sleep. If you prefer, you can also use a sleep journal without a chart and write briefly about your sleep experience and other important factors in a more free-flowing manner.
Another great habit that can contribute to a relaxing and mindful bedtime routine is filling out a gratitude journal. A gratitude journal is a journal where you can list out things that you're grateful for each day. A number of studies have found that gratitude journaling before bed can help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep for longer. This is because thinking about what you're grateful for can 1. Lower your stress levels, 2. Improve your self-esteem, and 3. Make you more resilient in the long run. Here's my gratitude journal. I'm going to be walking you through the process of filling it out. Let's get started. There is a section here for each day where you can list up to 4 things that you are grateful for. Try to think about what made you happy that day. It may be a certain meal you had, a conversation with a family member or a friend, or a kind gesture from a stranger. Try to reflect deeply and come up with new things each day. When you start listing items, you'll find that you will become much more aware of the blessings in your life. Even if you don't have a gratitude journal, you can use any kind of journal really to just jot down 2 to 4 things that you are grateful for each day. And by practicing this mindful sleeping habit, you'll find that you are able to sleep much better.
Here are some sleeping tips from patients in our mindfulness, motivation, and moving group on Wednesday evenings.
I got out of it. I've got a cluttered bedroom. I've got to clean that bedroom up.
And I've got to get my dog off the bed. Mine's a black lab. He's kind of big.
No milk before I go to bed.
Oh, I do the 4-7-8 if I'm having a tough time.
We hope that some of these tips will help you sleep better. The final practice we'll be introducing in this video is meditation. There are many phone apps such as Headspace, Calm, and Insight Timer that provide meditations for sleep. Today we'll be ending off with a brief mindfulness meditation as well. We encourage you to join us for a few minutes as you get ready for bed. Finding a comfortable place to sit or lie down, take a nice deep breath and close your eyes. Let your shoulders drop down and away from your ears. Bring your attention to your breathing and take a moment to appreciate this moment. Breathe in through the nose and exhale slowly through the mouth, bringing your hands to gently rest them on your stomach. Continue this pattern of breathing and think of your belly expanding like a balloon. We'll fill it with air as we breathe in and then breathe out as it deflates. Today we are engaging in this practice to bring ourselves to the present moment. By doing so, you may notice new sensations in your body. If you find your awareness has grown to parts of the body that are feeling tense or uncomfortable, take a breath in and breath out, letting yourself relax those muscles. As you do so, continue to be mindful of your breath, where it's traveling, and what it does for us. At times, thoughts, images, or feelings may enter your mind. Perhaps it's been a rough day for you at work or at home, or you're feeling worried about something coming up. It's normal to have those emotions and thoughts because we're human, and our minds are more often than not preoccupied with the past or the future. Don't judge yourself for having them or think you're doing poorly at this exercise. Instead, try to acknowledge those thoughts and then let them go as you exhale. Do this whenever you notice your mind has wandered off, being mindful of the object of your attention and bringing it back to your breath. Just breathing in and breathing out. Notice your whole body and let yourself relax with your breaths as we release any tension we've been carrying throughout the day. Offer yourself some appreciation for doing this practice today and engaging in the present. You can stay in this relaxed state for as long as you'd like, and when you're ready, slowly open your eyes to bring your awareness back to our surroundings.